Welcome to Magic into Streets, where I interview Magic players into Street. Here we've got two right now. So, what's your favourite colour?
Blue.
And what's your favourite guild?
All sorts.
And who do you think killed Teysa Karlov?
Commodore Gar. I think it was a cover-up for the Galen Karlov agenda, you know.
Of course, totally. And would you both be interested in joining the Magic POLYCULE?
No. What?
The Magic POLYCULE?
No.
Well, even though they didn't want to join the Magic POLYCULE, I've got a whole deck of cardboard that's extremely ready to mingle. Let's have a look. Today, I'm showing you a deck that's a bit more of a HR disaster than anything else. But if you're going to bring together a POLYCULE of some of the most important and interesting Magic the Gathering characters, you need someone who can literally bring it all together. A unifier, perhaps? Let's take a look at our commander. Our commander is Jodah the Unifier. For 5 mana, your legendary creatures get a massive buff. And whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, you cascade into another legendary spell of lesser mana value. He is the ultimate wingman. But Jodah isn't just bringing randoms to the party. This deck rate operates on one strict, undeniable mechanic. Nearly every single creature in this deck has partner with. That's right, every single time one of our creatures enters the battlefield, they'll go searching for their significant other. But because we've got Jodah unifying the POLYCULE, when we do cast one of these in their legendary, Jodah will trigger, cascading into yet another, and they'll both go find their partners. Suddenly you cast one guy and 4 people show up at the hot tub. It's a logistical nightmare. But looking at this incredibly diverse and chaotic roster, I realised that at the end of the day, I am a man of morals, and we do have to lay down some ground rules for this whole household to work. Rule number 1, no animals. I'm looking at you, Ikoria Commander Precons, Yannick and Nakara, Kazur and Ukama. Absolutely not. We are keeping it strictly humanoid in this deck. Rule number 2, no children, obviously. Purr and Toothy, banned. Tim and Youthful Geist, get out of here, kid. This is an 18+ deck. Rule number 3, no singles allowed. If you don't have partner with, you're not allowed in the POLYCULE. Now you will notice a few non-legendary couples in the mix, people like Leyweaver or Loreweaver. That's totally fine. They've still got a partner and we can still use them to search out their significant other from our 100 card deck. There is, however, exactly one creature that does explicitly break this rule. Academy Manufactor. Why are they here? Well, they might not have partner, but they also, canonically according to me, have no soul. He's basically just a Roomba that sits in the corner of the room, makes no eye contact, and dispenses all the snacks. Now, looking at the actual couples we invited to the POLYCULE, you might notice a suspicious amount of siblings. I'm talking people like Will and Rowan and Jacob and Evie. I know how this looks, but to clear the air, this isn't Game of Thrones. They are simply package deal wingmen. We've all dated someone whose sibling is just there. You invite Evie to the pod and suddenly her brother Jacob is sleeping on your sofa and eating all your food at 3 AM. In fact, Jacob Fry is the ultimate POLYCULE dud. We have only one other assassin in this deck, which is his sister, and we run no cards with free running. He literally just turns up, eats all the pizza, and just stands there making awkward eye contact with the rest of the group. So we've got a whole bunch of people in the POLYCULE, but let's talk about how the deck actually works, starting with the snacks. What's the number one thing every POLYCULE needs? Food. Turns out navigating this many relationships burns a lot of calories. And strangely enough, loads of the partner with commanders actually synergize with food. So let's have a look. Madame Vastra and Jenny Flint are an incredible couple that constantly generate food and clue tokens. Frodo and Sam do the exact same thing. When you pair all these couples with our Roomba Academy Manufactor, the token generation gets out of hand, which is why we brought Campsite Cuisine, Ninja Pizza, and the Underworld Cookbook. We've even got Night of Sweet's Revenge, which turns all of our food tokens into mana rocks and then acts as a massive overrun effect. We can literally beat our opponents to death with a giant pile of nachos. But you know what they say, you can't have friends without benefits, and in this deck, the benefits are +1/+1 counters. Because we are sharing the love, everyone is getting bigger, stronger, and more emotionally validated. Partners like Soulblade Corruptor and Soulblade Renewer perfectly fuel this strategy. We've also got Broker's Ascendancy, putting counters on everyone at the end of turn. We've got Invigorating Hot Spring, because obviously the POLYCULE needs a hot tub, which gives all of our modified creatures haste. We've got Uncivil Unrest to double our damage, and Mael's Aria, which is genuinely hilarious because if our POLYCULE gets emotionally secure enough, we just automatically win the game on our upkeep. Now, as beautiful as this web of romance is, sometimes the vibe is just off. Someone brings some toxic energy and they've got to go. So let's look at our breakup package. Somebody's playing a scary commander, path to exile. Leave the POLYCULE. Trying to board wipe us? Counterspell. We are rejecting your negativity. Swords to Plowshares, Beast Within, Wrath of God. We will literally nuke the entire board to resolve a domestic dispute. We do not care. So in summary, Jodah is here to run the Google Calendar, to manage all these relationships, and to cascade into even more partners. He's literally out there finding more people to join the POLYCULE. It's a beautiful, confusing thing that will cause your pod to institutionalize you when you take it to your LGS, because you just spent 20 minutes shuffling your deck and saying the word POLYCULE over and over again. But if you did like this deck, do let me know in the comments down below, and do hit like. If you really liked it, hit subscribe, and let me know of any other decks that you'd like to see in the comments down below. I'll be seeing you next time with even more weird and wacky deck ideas. See you around. Bye.